Today on Moving Day, it should be a busman's holiday for a removals expert as he moves himself and his family to the Costa Blanca. A new life in sunny Spain awaits, but he has to get his family and all their possessions there first.
Hola, bienvenidos a la Dia de Mudanza.
Hola, hola. Yes, we are brushing up on our Spanish because the family we're about to meet are relocating to the sunnier climes of Alicante in Spain.
In 4 days' time, they're leaving their 4-bedroom house here in the lovely Chalfont, St Peter, Buckinghamshire, to head for a new life abroad.
It's a big step and a rather complicated move, but that's okay because these guys are professionals.
Vamos, Sally.
Meet the Dallow family. Dad Ian is a logistics coordinator. His business is all about relocating people to Spain, and now he's off himself to run the Spanish office of the company, taking his family with him. Mum, Anna, looks after the home and their 2 children, 7-year-old football mad Jack and 5-year-old computer games fanatic Matthew.
Luckily for Brian the cat, meow is pronounced the same in Spanish. But Archie the dog is going to have to learn to say guau if he wants to hit it off with the local canine population. The family are moving to a large development called La Marina near Alicante. They've bought a new-build Spanish villa, and rather than sell their current home in Chalfont St Peter, they're going to rent it out.
Hello.
Hi, I'm Sally. Hi there, how are you doing?
This is the catalogue. Last cup of English tea.
Come on in.
Café con leche for meal.
Now this is a really, really big move for you guys because you're not just moving house, you're relocating to a completely different country.
That's right.
How ready are you for it?
We don't expect it to be totally easy. We expect there's going to be difficulties, obviously the language barrier, not knowing where everything is. But I think if we work at it, if we take everything in our stride, I think it'd be a good move for us.
Obviously this is your work, so you know exactly what you're doing on the packing front. I'm just going to cast my eye around as well and just see if there's anything that might be a bit awkward to go on the truck. And just generally have a nose if that's all right.
Yeah.
Take the tea with me, see you in a bit.
Enjoy. So tell me, why are you guys moving?
We've decided we want to set a business up in Spain as a family. I want the children to be bilingual. I'm hoping that they'll be fluent in Spanish in under a year.
How are they feeling about this move? Are they dead excited?
I think Jack's a bit worried about missing out on his friends. Matthew seems to be taking everything quite well, so you always worry thinking, is he going to be a real shock when you get there? But I think they'll be all right.
Now, the basis for Anna and Ian's house is a 1950s house. It's had a few additions, and it's also had a bit of remodelling done as well. Now, the conservatory is one of the additions. Obviously, it's a gateway to the outside. They obviously love that outside living, especially with a little decked area. The rest of the house, quite minimal in its approach. I don't know if this is deliberate, or they've started packing, or because of the 2 whirlwind boys. 2 lounges here with doors to separate them. A little bit of quiet time for Mum and Dad. That's a good idea. On the packing front, the only thing I can see that's a real problem is this glass display unit they've got here. A few crystal glasses, got to be careful with them. Let's go check out upstairs.
Who's more stressed about this move?
I was fine the other day, but for some reason it just hit me big time yesterday.
Why did it hit you? What happened?
I was weeding front and back yesterday, and every time I turned round, Ian was either having a cup of tea.
No, was he? What a cheese dog.
He was having a cup of tea or he was chatting to the neighbours.
Yeah,
I had a 2-minute chat with one of the neighbours, and Attila the Hun here comes to the door. Usual one or whatever. Hands on hips. What do you think you're doing?
Let's have a look upstairs. 2 more bedrooms that way and a bathroom. Into this. Nice size room again. Would have been the main bedroom for the original part of the house. And nice bright room. One thing you will get in Spain, though, you tend to get smaller windows in your villas as well. Obviously, to try and keep them cooler during the day.
What are you going to miss most about living here?
Chocolate, sweets, well, obviously friends. Just being able to just go, just the fact that you know where everything is, you can just go to the, local precinct and be able to walk into your favourite shop and buy some clothes.
So you're a bit stuck in your ways, you like familiarity.
Yeah.
Whereas Ian, are you feeling the same thing, or are you kind of just like...
We're both the same.
I don't like being like a fish out of water to a degree. I've not enjoyed holidays in the past because I just feel out of place.
So, Gavin, how was your tour around the house? Did you see anything interesting on your travels?
Well, I've got to say, a massive amount of decluttering has obviously taken place because there's very little on show. It looks like they're all packed and ready to go.
But I do sort of sense a little bit of trepidation, nervous excitement.
I think so, but I mean, this is Ian's work. It's what he does for people all the time. I think he's on top of things, but still got a few worries.
I think I'd like to go meet the boys now and see how excited they are about this next adventure. And maybe sort out a few comforting treats for them as well.
I want to see, have a chat with Ian as well and find out exactly what he's moving into in Alicante.
Right, should we get to it? Right, come on, let's go. Anna tells me she's going to miss British chocolate when she's over in Spain, so I can think of no better treat than to bring her and the boys to the sweet shop. OK, team, here's the deal. This is your last pit stop to stock up on lots of chocolate and sweets before the big trip to Spain. OK, I'm going to give you all £5 each as your pocket money. So good luck, team. Your time starts now. What do you think you're going to miss most about Chalfont, St Peter?
Just friends and the fact that it's just so, you know, it's like the country. It's just like so green.
How does it compare to La Marina?
It's completely different. It's completely opposite. I mean, La Marina is not pretty, not at all like.
Is it not?
No, not really at all.
Oh, does that worry you at all that you're going somewhere that's not particularly pretty?
No, but I sort of like prefer the beach. So if Chalfont St Peter had the beach and the weather, I'd definitely stay. But it's the weather and the beach that does it for me. Bye, thank you.
Bye, thank you.
Hello, Ian.
Hi,
Just your little boudoir in here.
Yes, this is my little hidey hole away from the world, you know.
So is that it then?
That's it.
That's not finished, is it, first?
No. I actually started construction on the house July of last year, so...
Oh, wow. What's it like? How many bedrooms and stuff?
3 bedrooms, 2 lounges, although one could be a 4th bedroom, balcony on the master bedroom, roof terrace on the 2nd bedroom, a swimming pool.
Boys are going to love that.
Oh, yeah. I had to have a swimming pool or whatever. Wifey would have shot me if there was no swimming pool.
I bet you can't wait to get in there at the moment.
No, can't wait. And I've even got the keys. But
now, is there any work that needs to be done to the new place?
Funnily enough, first thing we need to do is get the locks changed. So we've ordered lock barrels for...
OK, well, that's something I can do for you.
Yeah, if you could do that. The other thing that we've got to do as well is we're going to have security window and door grills fitted. It's probably the only downside of life in Spain, the security element of it. So basically, door and window grills have to be fitted, change the lock barrels. I've already pre-fitted the alarm system, security lights to the front and the rear of the property, and a perimeter fence all the way around. And obviously we've got the 4-legged burglar alarm as well.
Anna's friend and fellow PTA member Corlina arrives armed with cake.
Anna!
She's here to say goodbye and to collect Jack and Matthew's old school uniforms for her own boys. What was your reaction when Anna said that she was moving to Spain? How did you feel?
I was pleased for them because I knew that they were planning to go, but I was really upset when they made the final decision.
You cried,
yeah,
didn't
I
you?
did. She cried.
What are you going to miss most about her?
Bacon rolls.
You always used to come round and I always used to make her a bacon roll.
I'd finish work, you see, and I'd be hungry, so it'd be going straight round to Anna's, and then we'd be doing the newsletter for the PTA while I'm eating the bacon rolls.
Right, now look, let's get on with this wardrobe tonight, because you're wanting some of the kids' clothes, aren't you?
Yeah, the Beaver's outfit for Matthew.
I presume these are little T-shirts for school, are they?
Yep, they're the polo shirts.
I mean, they would be quite nice to wear when you're in Spain, wouldn't they, as shirts anyway, no?
There's no way they'd wear them
Oh,
outside
right.
school.
They'd be related to school uniform, wouldn't they? I'm not wearing that.
There's the jumper.
Jack and Matthew will need to get new uniforms when they arrive in Spain, ready to start at the English-speaking international school. Oh, now look, there's some
I don't
badges
know, what are you going to do about the
here.
badges? You're going to take these off?
Well, do you want me to unstitch them? Because Matthew won't be able to have these until he does it. So if I unstitch them and send them over to you, then Jack can keep them as a souvenir.
So what do you think then? Good move, bad move?
I'm not convinced yet. You know, I think for Jack and Matthew, the boys, it's fantastic because they'll get over there, they'll make friends really quickly. Whereas Anna is really going into a sort of an unknown entity. She is so involved in this local community.
What worries me, though, is the fact that I've seen pictures of the place.
Yeah.
Looks very, very nice. but it was not finished. These pictures were only taken a few weeks ago.
No?
No pools ready yet, and no kitchen.
Oh dear, oh no, this sounds...
So until we get over there, and I don't know you, but I'd really like to see the local area.
I want to see this La Marina. What is that place like? You know, how many Brits are there? How much support will they have? And is it an attractive place? That's a question.
That's the good move, bad move question.
Coming up, Ian and his removal team have a slight difference of opinion on how well the move is going.
It's just a question about having confidence in each other.
Oh, it's going to be a disaster.
Error potential.
It's going to be unbelievably bad.
It's the first official day of the Dallow family's move, and they're leaving a detached 4-bed house here in Chalfont, St Peter, England.
And they're going to a 3-bedroom Spanish villa in La Marina, Alicante.
Muy bueno, son.
Oh, thank you very much, Joe. And it comes complete with a beautiful swimming pool and, of course, sunshine. But, you know, this whole thing could be potentially a logistical nightmare, as Ian and Anna have to move the whole family, the pets, all their belongings by land, air and sea to Spain. Buenos dias.
Buenos dias. Adios.
Oh, adios. You're good, aren't you?
No, that's goodbye, Anna. That's goodbye.
How are you guys today?
Went to say goodbye to my mum last night, so...
What was that like, Ian?
Awful.
That was okay. Kids were a little bit upset, but, I mean, we kind of expected that anyways.
That must have been terribly upsetting for you, Anna, to see your kids crying and, you know, them being sort of flummoxed about the move as well.
It was awful. Absolutely awful. You just feel really guilty because you think, you know, we've made the decision, you know, they're part of it, but you think, you know, is this going to have a devastating effect on them when they're older? But then you think, they get up the next morning and they're right around, you think, oh, OK, then. Everything's fine.
Anyway, onwards and upwards today. Give me the plan of action. What is happening, Anna, today?
Hopefully not much for me.
Like your style, good, OK.
Packers are doing all the work, apparently.
So these are your guys that have come in here, is that right?
Yeah, so our packing crew are coming today, and they will take care of everything.
Which should leave us more time to brush up on our Spanish. Your Spanish is quite good. I get the impression your Spanish is good.
Poquito.
It's poquito. Look at him. He's finishing off now. Your Spanish is appalling.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't believe you fell into the adios trap for hello. Have you been doing lessons at all?
Yes.
How many lessons have you done?
A year.
You're kidding me. You've done a year of lessons.
Well, only once a week. Once a week for 2 hours.
Okay, here's a question for you. ¿Habéis estado practicando español?
Practical Spanish? Have I been practicing my Spanish?
Yes, yes. Well done.
Yes.
10 points.
Boss Ian's removal team arrives.
Yeah, come on, Chris, you're all right. Go straight back now.
And under his command, they plan to get the entire house packed up in just one day.
This is basically really all the china and glass, all right? So there's just that, okay? That TV's going, the rug, this sofa, all right? The stereo is staying, so that's not going.
Laid-back right-hand man Chris and the boys have got nothing to worry about. Expert Ian has planned every last detail.
I think I'd estimated 10 cartons for this, which was a way overestimate, but I just wanted to be on the safe side.
Okay.
All right. In here, we're obviously those, the bookcase, and the bedding. Beds are staying.
Right.
Loft is empty. That's all cleared. All the light fittings, lampshades, and everything else is staying.
Do you reckon you've got enough time to get it all ready?
It'll be a push.
It'll be a push, because this is all this stuff's basically...
Ian might have to actually get his hands dirty.
See, I think he's raring to go.
Yeah, he is a bit. Yeah, he is a bit. Yeah.
Even though this is a bit of a busman's holiday for him, I think he's keen to help you guys.
I don't think he'll hold us back too much. But
no.
I'll have to get you to take him away if he does.
Once everything's been carefully packed and loaded onto the van here, it will then head off to Ian's warehouse near Slough, where all the belongings in the family car will be transferred onto a huge Spanish truck, which Ian's hired for the 1,380-mile drive to Spain.
Ian, you got to get rid of. Yeah, nothing.
And to ensure that nothing goes astray between Chalfont St Peter and La Marina, Vigilant Ian has devised a fail-safe labelling and inventory system.
Ian, how you doing? You've been hiding up here then?
Oh, well, there you go. Trying to escape you, look.
Hive of activity here. Everyone's going full, all guns blazing. So what are you up to here?
Just obviously completing the inventory, making sure everything's labelled up.
Now, this is all the stuff that you're taking with you that's going into the bigger container.
That's right.
This is a scary sign. Box number 108 already.
Yeah.
How many do you think in total?
probably by the time we've finished, about 150, 160 boxes.
Whoa. So this is just normal work for you, really, because you do this kind of thing every day for clients?
Well, I mean, I've been doing logistics in its sort of pure form for the last probably 7 or 8 years. Been in the freight business, doing primarily air freight for the last 20. But yeah, I mean, this is pure logistics of saying we need this carton, this number here at this time. Okay. Just making sure that everything arrives on time when it should do and it gets put in the right place.
You've gone into this treating it like any other job.
Yeah, you have to. I mean, it's, you know, a lot of people sort of say, well, don't you get stressed doing your own move? But not really, because obviously Chris and myself and we've all worked together before, so we all know how each other work.
Finely tuned machine.
It is. It's just a question about having confidence in each other.
This is no ordinary pack, as these boxes have a long journey by road ahead of them. Even the family pets need to be boxed for travel, as they'll be on the same flight as the family from Heathrow to Alicante.
The crates themselves have to be designed to IATA specification. This obviously isn't Archie's crate, this is Brian's crate. So when we prepare an animal for transit, we need to make sure that the crate that he's going in allows him enough room to stand up, to lie down and to turn around. So we need to measure the animal from the tip of his nose to the base of his tail.
That's, of course, if he stays put.
Across the shoulders. They don't like anything on their shoulders, retrievers. Come here. And then we need to measure them from the tip of them. Good boy. Sit down for me. And we need to measure. His head.
Ian's already flagged up security being a bit of an issue when he moves to his new dream Spanish home. Now, you're going to be moving stuff in, it's all going to be boxed up, chances are a lot of it's going to be new. This is exactly when thieves will strike. He's going to take care of the security by putting bars on the windows, but he also wants to change the locks, and that's to all the doors to the property. Now, we advise you to do this wherever you live, Spain or in the UK. Hi, John.
Hi there.
Gavin, how are you doing?
Not too bad.
I've come to pick up Ian Dallow's locks.
Yes, bear with me a sec. €8 profile cylinders, key-like.
Euro profile cylinders, show me one. And these all run off the same key,
They do, yes.
So is that an unusual order to have 8 all running off one key?
No, it's not unusual. Quite a lot of people do it. It's more for convenience, instead of carrying a lot of keys around.
I mean, his main worries was that obviously he's moving into this new villa and he don't know who's got the keys.
Sure.
So this is a good little safety aspect.
It is. It's the best way to do it, yeah. Always change your locks.
Brian?
It's all right.
Time for you and I to go
Hold on.
Come on now. Archie the dog and Brian the cat have come to the vet for important final checks. Their paperwork before travel. So what are you actually looking for? What are you checking for here?
Nothing specific, just doing a general checkup.
A brand new pet passport scheme has just been introduced for you, and Archie and Brian are amongst the first pets in the country to get their paws on one.
This is what it looks like on the outside. Inside here we have to fill certain things out, like results of the blood test, treatment, etc, etc. Vaccinations against rabies, tick and tapeworm treatment that other vets have to give as well before they come back into the country. There's heaps of space for that to be written in as well.
Pet passports were implemented in July 2004 to allow easier travel for pets within the EU. You'll need to get a microchip, a rabies vaccination and other treatments to meet the requirements of the passport. It's free, but vets will charge a fee for necessary treatments and admin.
Ian's team have successfully completed the first part of their mission. The Dallow's belongings are packed up and on the van ready to go to the warehouse.
Gavin, could you please give me a Dallow family household packing update?
They're on top of things here, Sal. It's all going to plan at Dallow HQ. Ian has been running around doing lists singly, doubly and in triplicate.
He's very keen, a bit of a packing maestro. Slightly bordering on the obsessive, I would say, but he needs to be that. It's a big trip, isn't it, over to Spain? All that's left in Ian and Anna's home is the furniture for their rental tenants. Chalfont St Peter is looking less like home.
Guys, look at this place now. It's almost stripped bare. Has it finally dawned on you? You're moving to Spain.
Oh yeah, there's now.
Yes,
yeah, definitely. Empty house, loaded truck.
No going back.
Do you think that you're ever going to live back in this house again? Can you see it happening?
No, I've prepared myself that we're never coming back.
But are you excited about this move in a
Yeah,
kind of childlike way?
It's a terrific challenge. Something I've always wanted to do. The language barrier is just another challenge as far as I'm concerned, just to make life a little more interesting. So, you know, that'll be fun.
So we'll see you there?
Yes.
Take
See you
care.
later.
Gavin and I are going to fly out to Spain ahead of the Dallows to find out more about La Marina. Meanwhile, the Dallows' belongings have arrived at Ian's warehouse to be transferred onto a larger truck for the journey to Spain. But leg one hasn't been without its hitches.
Very slow journey here. M25, rush hour. Left 20 minutes earlier, got there half an hour later. I think there must have been a power cut around here in this place because there was no tea. And, all a bit fraught this morning. Got there though. Yeah.
Actually, one of these, technically you're supposed to have training for them, but it's not like a forklift that's got formal qualifications, but I have got a forklift licence as well to drive up to a 3.5 tonne counterbalance forklift.
And bigger still, the huge 40-foot Spanish truck arrives ready to be loaded.
Now what we've got to do from here, obviously, is fit all that stuff, plus a car, onto here.
Ian wants to take the family car to Spain as well, so he makes some careful calculations to ensure it's going to fit on the truck.
Yeah, that'll be safe. What's going over here? Oh, it's cutting it a bit fine, that is, isn't it?
Who needs a tape measure when you've got a new Spanish friend to help out?
Mi nueve amigo.
New friend.
With the truck loaded up, it's time for the off, albeit 2 hours behind schedule. From here it's down to Portsmouth for a ferry crossing to Cherbourg, then the longest leg of the journey, a gruelling drive through France down to southeast Spain.
As for us, our work here in the UK is done, so we're also heading out to Spain ahead of the family to check out the La Marina area for ourselves.
Oh yes, Sal, it's a tough job, but I think we're the people to do it.
I think we've got the right qualifications. Meanwhile, tonight is the last night in Chalfont St Peter for Ian, Anna, Jack, Matthew, Archie the dog, Brian the cat in their old home here in the UK.
Today has been very hectic, very emotional, very sad. But also I just want to get going. I just want to go.
It was very, I guess, final when we shut the doors on that truck this afternoon. Put the seals on and watched him going down the road. You know, my life in a truck. But no, I mean, we've planned it. We've thought about it. We're going into it with our eyes wide open. So, you know, from that point of view, it's going to be exciting.
Preparing this move like a military operation, just like our wedding, I might add. So yes, it's been many months in the planning, but I think we've got there. I think everything's gone to near enough plan today. So yeah, I have all the faith in the world in my husband.
Coming up, it's time to say goodbye to the UK.
Someone who may be doing some crying today is Ian Dallow and his family. They're leaving Britain for good.
And it does all prove a bit too much for Ian.
Come on, buddy. All right.
Hola and welcome to sunny La Marina in Alicante, Spain.
Buenos dias.
And today this will become the Dallow family's new home.
Oh yes, isn't it beautiful here? And the weather is so on our side. And right at this very minute, as we speak, the Dallow family should be heading from the airport and leaving behind their old home in leafy Chalfont St Peter, Buckinghamshire.
Hasta luego.
The freight company has sent Archie and Brian their own taxi to take them to Heathrow, complete with their new passports.
Good boy. Good dog. Adios. Hasta luego.
Although they'll be on the same flight as the family, they're travelling in the hold, so this is the last time the Dallows will see their pets before they get to Spain.
With the animals safely on their way, Ian, Anna and the boys set off for the airport too, leaving Chalfont St Peter behind.
this is what we've planned to do. So, I'm a little bit sad and a little bit excited and a little bit nervous. It's sort of an emotional roller coaster. It's a new life. It's a new start. And, we're just going to go for it.
For the hospital checkup, we're doing disabled people. Where does it all end? We're going to have more reaction on this in a second, and whether it's okay to fellas to cry. Someone who may be doing some crying today is Ian Dallow and his family, who are moving to Alicante in Spain today. They're leaving Britain for good. Ian and the family, some of the biggest fans, are going to miss the show dreadfully. Ian, I'm going to miss you. I obviously wish you happy landings, safe journey, safe travel. Thanks for all the years of listening. Bon voyage, and good luck to the family. More crying, more parking meters, and a love affair that's been banned in a cinema after the news.
This is worth sitting on the traffic fog just to listen to that.
And has no idea what to do.
Despite terrible traffic, everyone makes it to Heathrow Airport, and Spain seems that little bit closer.
Excited now, like,
Archie and Brian have had their passports checked and are now being loaded into the hold of the plane to Alicante.
So Gavin, what we have to do here is focus.
Sal, I understand that. It's important.
I know, it's tough in this beautiful atmosphere. But what we have to do is find out as much as we can about La Marina to see what is in store for the Dallow family.
Well, I'm going to hook up with local estate agent Ian Dundas Collins to pick his brains about the area.
Yes, and I have got the address of Rita. Now, she's a friend of Ian and Anna's, and she's been living here intermittently for the last 16 years. So I'll have a chat with her and see what the whole place is like.
Yes, but in the meantime, the Dallow family aren't here yet, so let's enjoy the surroundings.
I think a little bit of sunbathing wouldn't go amiss.
You're joking?
That's right, the big kid.
La Marina is a big development and offers plenty in the way of things to do. There are a wide variety of bars, restaurants and shops, especially if you need to get kitted out for the 5 kilometres of sandy beach.
But back to basics. I want to find out what the prices are like here for those essential grocery items.
When you come to somewhere like Spain, it's a great wine-producing nation, so they've got everything you could really want here. Just to give you an idea of prices, a bottle of rosé table wine, £1. Got to get juice. Apple juice, orange juice, 60 cents each. That's about 40p a carton. Another thing is a fresh meat just over here. Loads to choose from. If you are struggling a little bit with the language, it does help you out. This here, it's got cerdo written at the top, which I happen to know means pork. And if you're struggling underneath, it's got porco. So it's a classic case of if you're struggling with a foreign language, say it louder and stick an O on the end.
You can get many products and brands familiar to British shoppers here, but imported goods are much more expensive, so where possible, find local equivalents and save precious euros at the till. And moving swiftly from check-out to check-in, the Dallows are almost on their way.
You're off to Alicante?
I am.
Permanently, I believe.
They want my tickets, so yeah.
Wow. Exciting.
Everything so far has gone to plan. Hopefully Pablo, the Gomez driver, is now halfway through France with the contents of my house and my car. So I should be looking forward to seeing him tomorrow morning. But no, at this point, all good.
Ian's business partner David from the UK side of operations arrives to say goodbye.
I'm going to read it.
Come on, buddy. All right. Can do, money. All right.
There you go, I cried on national TV. David and I have a history that goes back nearly 15 years now, and we've been through a few things together. And he just wrote something very touching in the goodbye card, and that kind of set me off.
Journey's now starting to finally sink in, and I'm starting to think, ooh, but no, I'm all right. I'm all right. I'm feeling a bit tearful, but I'm all right.
My only concern about the whole flight really is just the animals. Well, by the time we land, they'll have been in those crates nearly 8 hours, so it's kind of tough on them. Personally, I wouldn't want to be shut in a crate for 8 hours.
In order to get some background on La Marina, I've come to see local estate agent Ian Dundas Collins.
Lovely day for it, Ian.
Well, be honest with you, to be out here, it's a guarantee more or less to wake up in the sunshine.
Right, La Marina, this is it, or some of it. Tell me about what's here already.
Well, this estate really got established about 20 odd years ago by one of the major builders. It was really here for the nearest place you could get to Alicante airport, this being only 20 odd minutes away. Beach is less than 10 minutes. And now it's become very popular being so close to the airport and the beach. And between here and Guadimar, there are 11,000 properties going in the near future.
11,000 more?
11,000 more. We're going from over on the right there, stretching right the way through, and the mast you can see in the distance, that is Guadimar Beach. And on Guadimar Beach is where it will stop. So we've got 11,000 going in right across there.
Now, Ian and Anna, you know them.
Yeah.
How do you know them?
I met them on one of their visits over. They were staying with some friends of mine, and we just became very good friends.
Right, and what do you think about them moving out here to join you here in La Marina?
I think it's wonderful, and he's got good business opportunities over here, and I think the kids will adore it.
Do you think they're going to be very happy here in La Marina?
Most people are. And the children, believe it or not, are the ones that adapt quicker than us. Us oldies find it harder.
Especially with the language.
Oh, well, yes, but the children will start teaching the parents. In fact, you'll hear the parents say, Jimmy, how do you say this? And parents learn from the children because the children pick it up very quickly in the schools.
Can you remember back to the time when you first came here? What can you remember were the most sort of difficult times? What was the hardest part?
The language really is the stumbling block when you first get here. When I first came to Spain, I didn't know a word of Spanish. And now I wouldn't say that I'm fluent in Spanish, but I can get by with the best of them now.
Here's my big test for you. How do you say in Spanish, where are all the attractive men? Go on, let's test you.
Donde están los chicos guapos?
Classic. Donde están los chicos guapas? It's like whoppers. Right, great, thank you. I'll use that for my research later on tonight.
What kind of people live here? I know there's a lot of Brits, but any other nationalities?
Yes, I think you'll find there's a lot of Dutch, quite a few German, Swedes. We sold to some people from Finland the other day, Norwegians, a few Americans.
Really?
America's finding it as well. You sometimes get people come to Spain and they say, there's not a lot of green grass. And I say, but there's a lot of blue sky.
and a lot of sunlight as well.
And I can tell you where there's a lot of green grass. You've just come from there.
Yeah, exactly.
What would you say if anyone was thinking about coming over here to live and perhaps haven't quite got the gumption to do it? What advice would you give to get them over here?
I would say just go for it. You may only get the one chance, and I think they should take the opportunity if it arises. And it's just like being in a big club over here.
Is it a really good atmosphere, everyone mucking in, helping each other out?
Exactly.
Sort of club for the rest of your life.
It is indeed.
Right, we've both had a chance to suss out the area. Let's swap research notes. How'd you get on?
La Marina, huge place, thousands of homes and thousands more to come. And there's all different types of people. It's multicultural, but also different age groups. There's old people, families, couples, everything.
Perfect. Well, I had a chat with Rita and she said the same kind of thing. She said there's a real sense of community in the urbanisation area in La Marina. It's almost like they've discovered their own little piece of England here in La Marina. After a 2-hour flight from Heathrow, Ian and Anna's plane has landed here in sunny Spain, and the family are on their way to their brand new villa in La Marina. So we'd best head over there ourselves to meet them.
They bought this 3-bedroom villa before construction commenced for €190,000, which is about £120,000. Now it's been built, they think it's already worth double that.
And here they are. Welcome.
Hello, guys. How you doing?
Hola, hola.
How you doing?
How was the trip?
Boys, how's it going?
Hello
there.
Good. Oh, you're burning up a heat
Hola,
already.
bienvenidos a la casa nueva.
Hello, boys.
Hello, and welcome
Matty.
to your new house.
Hello. After 8 hours in their crates, Brian and Archie are as pleased as everyone else to be here.
Come on, darling. Good.
Yay. Good. At last, the big moment. This brand new Spanish villa is the Dallow's new family home.
Here we go. Come on, Archie.
And we're in. Come on, Matty. Let's get you in there. Wow. So what's this room? Is this the kitchen?
No.
We'll probably have this as a dining room.
Dining room.
That's the kitchen.
Oh, that's going to be the kitchen
That's
there.
going to be the kitchen there.
Oh.
Completely tiled, floor to ceiling. Very good.
Then a little sunken room. What's happening down here?
This is the lounge.
This is the lounge. I thought you were going to have bars up, Ian.
Well, they're coming tomorrow morning. The guy that was fitting them actually fell off a ladder and down a set of stone steps on the Sunday and is in a wheelchair at the moment.
Oh,
so
that's terrible. So that's why you haven't got your bars up.
So that is just put us behind a day, but no, I'm not seeing it as a problem.
Another staircase.
Another curvy staircase, very nice.
Oh, this is going to be our bedroom. Oh, it seems smaller than last time I saw it.
This feels rather special coming out here, doesn't it?
I know. This is going to be where I'm going to be reading my Sunday paper.
Oh, yes. And have you met your neighbours yet? Do you know who they are on either side?
Yeah, I've met both sides or whatever. So
Where are they from?
Brits that side and Irish that side.
You want to hear a couple of, Spanish accents around the place.
Well, you do, yeah. I think everybody around here is English, though. So
really?
Which kind of wasn't really the idea.
I mean, we didn't realise at the time, how many English are actually going to move out here. But no, we're pleased. We're pleased with the area. We're pleased with the neighbours.
The big red thing in the sky?
Yeah.
Yes.
I was going to say, yeah.
So well done, everyone. It's a relief. You're here, you've arrived, and big on the packing day tomorrow.
Rest up nicely and be ready for tomorrow.
Yes. I don't know, I suppose it's a little bit of an anticlimax because you're looking forward to it for such a long time, and then when you finally get here, you think, oh.
This has been 10 months in the planning. So, I suppose you could describe it as an anticlimax, but it really isn't. It's, I'm just relieved that we're actually here and that we've actually done it.
The exhaustion's has hit and the hunger's hit, and the worry of it all. But tomorrow tomorrow is another day.
Coming up.
He's coming through here to San Sebastian.
Yes.
Pamplona.
The truck with the Dallow's belongings is still en route, but it's running seriously behind schedule.
That is absolutely humongous.
But this is Spain after all, so as they say, mañana, mañana.
This is supposed to be your moving day. What's going on? You're slobbing around on the beach.
I always intended to do this.
Hola, good morning. We're in the Spanish town of La Marina, where the Dallow family have had to move themselves, their pets and all their belongings over 1,000 miles across air, land and sea.
And they've left rural Buckinghamshire and a 4-bed detached house for a new life here in a 3-bed villa near Alicante in Spain.
Now, the family arrived here safely last night. They were tired.
Although excited.
Yes, definitely excited. And all their stuff is supposed to arrive at some point today.
The Dallows stayed at their friend Rita's villa last night and after a good rest are ready for action this morning. But the scheduled arrival time of the truck carrying all their worldly goods has come and gone, and concerns are mounting about where it's got to. It set off from the UK 2 days ago, but since then there have been reports of traffic delays and storms in the English Channel. Factors beyond the control of logistics expert Ian.
So obviously just waiting for the truck now.
We're just waiting for confirmation that it's here, obviously because of the bad weather.
Yes, I understand. The crossing was severely disrupted.
Yeah, I mean, it's disrupted the crossing. But this all stems actually down to the traffic on the M25.
Really? That old favourite?
It is, because it lost us 2 hours on loading day. And so maybe if we'd have shipped out 2 hours earlier, we wouldn't have been so badly affected with the weather.
So that's 1,380 miles away from the M25,
yeah.
Yet it's still responsible.
It is.
Good morning, good morning.
Morning.
How are you? Happy moving day to you.
Thank you.
How are you? Look at you, lady of leisure, out here on the beach.
It's a life, isn't it?
This is supposed to be your moving day. What's going on? You're slobbing around on the beach.
I always intended to do this.
Actually, on the day itself.
Yeah.
Because there's a slight delay, isn't there, with all the stuff arriving?
Yeah, I think it's going to be delayed a few more hours than we expected, but hey, I can get more sun rays.
Ian and Anna don't seem concerned about their stuff being late. Ian even seems pleased. It means the replacement security grill fitter can get to work before there are any valuables in the house, and Ian can rig up an ingenious sink in the bare kitchen. He's not even fazed when he gets bad news from the haulage company.
No worries. All right.
The truck is running so far behind it's not going to get here until tomorrow. But hey, this is Spain. Mañana, mañana.
How about an hour or two on the beach?
Do you know what, Gav? It'd be rude not to.
But I do need a hat.
Here we are. I have a hat for every occasion, and this one is really...
Oh, the
perfect for
Fiesta
you.
on España.
It'll bring out the girl in you.
Let's rock.
The Dallows have taken to the Spanish lifestyle like ducks to water. They might not have their belongings, but they have sun, sea and sand. Archie is shaking off his jet lag and the boys are making the most of the free time. This really is waiting in style and a welcome relief from the pressures of the last few days. But we've only got one more day with the family, so fingers crossed the truck gets here tomorrow.
Good morning. The Dallow family have been Spanish residents now for 2 days, but they've yet to sleep in their own beds, in their new bedrooms, in their brand new villa. And that is because their beds, plus all their other worldly possessions, are missing in action. So I've come down here to this warehouse in Catral, which is about 6 miles from La Marina, to find out what is going on. Les, hi, I'm Sally.
Hi, Sally.
I've come to find out what on earth is going on with the Dallow family's belongings. And I know that he had a few problems on the M25. There was a bit of traffic there.
Right.
So would that have had a knock-on effect with the rest of his
It could have
journey?
done.
But then there were storms and there was really bad weather.
Yeah, well,
Maybe a bad crossing?
The boat couldn't get onto the berth.
Right, the boat itself couldn't get in.
Yeah,
Okay.
because of the storms keep blowing them off. So they wait for it to calm down and they bring it in. Then they unload it.
Right.
Then he's got 20 hours driving from Cherbourg in France to here.
Yeah.
He's coming this way.
Yes.
Through here to San Sebastian,
Yes.
Pamplona, Zaragoza, Valencia.
Oh my God, that's
Then down
a
here.
huge route. Oh, and he's still going
And then
all the
down
way
to
down
there.
to there.
Yeah.
That is absolutely humongous. I want you now to give me a professional guesstimate. When do you think that Spanish trucker man will be here with all the Dallow stuff?
I'd say around lunchtime.
So Ian, buenos dias.
Buenos dias.
How you doing?
I'm good, you?
Yeah, so what's this, the third day here now?
I don't know, I've lost track of time, so I'm adopting Spanish mode now, you see.
You got your grills on now, so
Grills
you're
are
cool
on.
with that?
Yeah, I've just put the alarm on this morning as well.
That's all
Been
done as well?
Up bright and early or whatever. Managed to upset all the neighbours testing the sirens. We're ready to rock and roll now. So
Okay. Well, we're just waiting for that truck. I tell you what, should we go inside? And there's a couple of little jobs we need to sort out.
Yeah.
And maybe get a light up or two before the van gets here.
Yeah, that'd be kind of helpful, actually.
Come on then. One of the little jobs we've got to do for Ian is just to sort out some lighting, because it's typical for a finished, well, they call it finished, property over here in Spain to have no lights in it.
Buyers are used to this, and it's customary to supply your own fittings on a new build home. All UK fittings work fine here. Spanish wiring's come a long way. Back at the warehouse, the wait continues.
It's now 11:30.
Yeah.
Is there a siesta? Does everything shut down?
1:30. If he's not here, 1:30, I can't take the car off until 4:30.
Oh, this is
Marvellous,
ridiculous.
isn't it? Marvellous.
How can you bear working here with all this going on? It's
You get
crazy.
used to it.
Truck. This is one of the happiest moments of my life. He's here, he's here. Hola, senor. What a fantastic sight. The eagle has landed, it's official. Buenos dias, senor. Hola. ¿Cómo estás?
Bien, bien.
Bien, bien. And there you are, Chalfont, St. Peter, on Tuesday, the 6th of July. The car is here. I feel like crying, I'm so relieved.
Oh, calamity Jane's here. Sally Gray, your parking's improved. You park like a Spaniard.
Don't be cheeky. Listen, I have great news.
What's that?
The truck has arrived!
Oh,
Hooray!
sing Hosanna, the truck is here.
It's on its way, it should be here any minute.
Thank goodness for that.
Now the truck is here, Ian's Spanish team get cracking with the unloading, and they soon find the all-important replacement locks we got back in the UK.
Now, one of the little jobs we've got to do is sort out the locks here. There's just a screw at the top here. So once that's released, in theory, this lock should now come out. There we go. Just double check with the new one.
exactly the same size. Ian done well getting the same one. And that little bad boy should slide straight in. And this lock goes back in exactly the same way. You can even use the original screw. Obviously put the key in, make sure everything works. Safe as houses. Well, villas.
It's all hands on deck to get everything in and shipshape. After all that time spent on the beach yesterday, the boys have already made the shower really sandy.
Ian's guys from the Spanish end of operations have wasted no time in impressing the boss and getting everything into the villa.
Only one thing left to do, and we've bought Ian and Anna the perfect gift for their new life in the sun.
Look, two beautiful sun loungers that we've brought all the way. Yes, have a wee seat.
Come on, come and test drive this one.
We managed to sneak them onto your truck.
I know, I heard.
And we thought of after all the trial and turmoils, you could do nothing better than put your feet up.
Yeah, okay.
Out of the sun. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Happy new villa.
Welcome.
Ooh, cheers to you, Mr. Lowe, and cheers to you as well.
Well, that's it for a rather epic move here on Moving Day, all the way from Chalfont in Buckinghamshire to here in La Marina, just outside Alicante in Spain.
La Marina. Now, if you're about to move house, whether it's in Britain or somewhere perhaps more exotic, like here in Spain, then we've got loads of tips and hints for you on our website. It's itv.com/moving day.
So from the Dallow family, the Dallow family pets, Sally and myself, hasta luego.
Adios, amigos. See you soon. Bye.